Sam and Colby.
Today we are going to be reacting to more of the scariest serial killer items to ever exist.
And then put them in the tier list. The original film reel of the dating game killer. This is the scariest one by far.
This bachelor looking for love back in 1978 is actually a serial killer.
First of all, he's hot. Just kidding. He's ugly.
No one had any idea that Rodney Alcala had already launched his killing spree.
He's on the show and he's already been killing?
Yes.
Jed Mills was bachelor number 2.
This creep comes up and he puts his face practically in my face and he says, I always get the girl.
Despite Alcala's weird behavior on the dating game, the Bachelorette chose him.
Wait, he won this show?
He won the dating show, and she was just like, actually, never mind this guy's creepy vibes.
If she didn't do that, she could have been...
Alcala would later be found guilty of 7 murders. Investigators believe he may have actually killed up to 130 victims.
Wait, what? That is genuinely terrifying.
It's messed up. I've always thought of all true crime stuff I've ever seen on the internet that this is one of the scariest stories because they put him on a platform and he won.
To be a successful serial killer, I feel like you have to be good at being desirable. Like you have to like win the trust of other people. So it shows that he learned skills enough to win a show. Don't trust your attractive neighbor.
Please welcome Rodney Alcala. Rod, welcome. Would you say hello to Cheryl, please? We're gonna have a great time together, Cheryl.
What's your best time?
The best time is at night. Nighttime. Nighttime's when it really gets good.
Oh my god!
I don't like the way that this guy acts. It's scaring me.
This has gotta be S tier.
That's S tier. S for
Sexy serial killer. JK.
Charles Manson Dentures.
Charles Manson's dentures are one of many Manson items on display at Zach Bagans' Haunted Museum in Las Vegas. While Manson was in prison in 2010, another inmate stole the dentures while Manson was in the shower. The next day, the inmate was released from prison, snuck them out under the guise of a personal effect. Manson infamously led the Manson family cult and orchestrated at least 9 different murders in 1969.
Charles Manson did not commit any of the actual attacks.
He had his little minions.
In the serial killer world, this was pretty thought out and crazy.
Okay, but we're talking about his dentures.
I don't know if I'd personally want them, but I would want to call up ZB and be like, hey ZB, I got a present for you, it's Christmas. And then ZB's like, oh my god, come on my show.
I thought you were gonna go somewhere else with that.
This is an A for me.
Okay. The painting made with Charles Manson's ashes.
The Haunted Museum received this painting, made with the blood of the artist and the actual ashes of Charles Manson.
Blood
This
and
is the notorious
ashes?
blood painting with Charles Manson's actual ashes in his eyeballs.
Okay, so when I went to Zach Bagans for the very, very first time.
We both went for the first time together.
Yeah.
Guys, subscribe right now down below if you think we should go back to Zach Bagans' Haunted Museum this year.
This was the piece that made me most terrified.
I think this was the scariest thing of my life. The painting is horrifying.
I mean, just think about it. It's his blood and his ashes. Like, it's literally the embodiment of Charles Manson. So I would say this gotta be S tier.
Everything's getting A's or S's.
You gotta ask.
Bonnie and Clyde's death car.
They died in the same car?
The famous tale of Bonnie and Clyde is darker than you think. The police opened fire after the couple tried to escape an ambush. More than 100 shots were fired at them.
This is a genuine car. Go to the bullet holes.
Oh my god! That's a
really trying to kill them. They were just like, this target must be eliminated. So did they survive?
I don't know. I didn't hear the end of it.
They definitely.
I think I could survive.
You think you could?
Fucking Matrixing.
That is romantic, but evil. I would say that's an A.
Judy Bueno's crocheted blanket while she was on death row.
Buenoanos.
Buenoano.
Judy Buenoano
It's pretty good.
was an American serial killer who gained national attention in the 1980s. Later in life,
What?
Wait.
Is that the same person?
Later in life, she grew younger? Is she like Benjamin Button?
Buenoano's last known victim was her partner John Gentry, whom she poisoned with paraformaldehyde and later tried to blow up. She was eventually convicted of his attempted murder, as well as the murder of her son, Michael Goodyear, and husband, James Goodyear.
That's not nice.
That is not nice. Everybody that's in her life, she's killing. I would not want to be friends with this woman.
This is her blanket crocheted on death row.
She crocheted on this blanket.
Oh!
God!
Very nice blanket.
But like, her just doing a little blanket at the end of her life, to me, is not nearly as scary as, I don't know, a car with bullets and stuff.
Blankets are warm and fuzzy. She is nasty and vile. F for...
Fuck that vibe. The mold of Ted Bundy Bundy's teeth.
The dental mold of Ted Bundy's teeth that was used to match his exact teeth to a bite mark on one of his victims. His teeth were so crooked and the chip in the front tooth that it really was easy to match them exactly.
Dude, I thought Ted Bundy was known as like another sexy serial killer.
And he was, but his teeth were ass.
Was he from like the UK? Sorry, the UK.
Oh god, if you're from the UK, subscribe.
Subscribe to come punch me in the face.
Footage of the Ted Bundy indictment.
Indictment?
Okay, let's see if he's high.
Let's read it. Let's go. My chance to talk to the press. Contrary to section 78204 Florida statute, I'll plead not guilty right now. 6 months I've been kept away from the press. I've been buried by you. You've been talking for 6 months.
Why is he so chill?
I think it's my turn now. All right?
Dude,
we got a court order.
What? I can kind of see why he got away with things, because he's very convincing.
I would say this guy's teeth are a C.
C for crooked teeth.
Crooked teeth.
Crooked teeth, Mr. Ted.
Boston Strangler's handmade jewelry.
Boston was plagued with a serial killer. 13 women were killed in their own homes. The killer earned the name the Boston Strangler. Albert DeSalvo confessed he was eventually murdered in prison.
This piece that you're looking at is a handmade bracelet by DeSalvo. While in prison, he picked up crafts. He made a series of bracelets, necklaces, chokers.
That is crazy. The Boston Strangler made chokers.
That's what I've noticed about a lot of serial killers is they are very arts and crafty. Like John Wayne Gacy would had a bunch of paintings and stuff. That's all I know.
What does that say about the people that go to art school? If you have a hot art student next to you right now, so if you were to look at that choker, what would you rank it?
I would rank that a B because it's better than Ted Bundy's teeth.
The final one, Lizzy Borden's handless hatchet.
Before we watch the video, guys, we literally just reacted to Lizzy Borden in the Unsolved Murders video on this React channel. So can you tell me all the history of Lizzy Borden right now?
Yes, so in 1909, Lizzy Borden was home alone, quote unquote, when her parents came in.
Okay.
And then they were brutally axed to death, hit like 80 times each in their head at two separate sides of the house, and everyone thinks that she did it, but she was able to get away scot-free.
Okay, well, let's see how close you got that story.
This is the creepiest room in Lizzy Borden's house. The basement is where they found the suspected murder weapon.
Don't forget to go to the Fall River Historical Society. They have artifacts such as the handleless hatchet.
Okay, well, they didn't say anything about the history, so you could have gotten that completely wrong.
I think I got it right. So what if I was just right and no one needs to know if I was wrong?
Well, guys, don't watch our video where we talk all about it.
Yeah, do not go and check out that video. I just gotta say, so this is a serial killer artifact and is the murder weapon, but it is a very common murder weapon and it didn't lead to any solving of this case.
The only reason I like it is because we have seen it with our own eyes.
You pick it up, feel the weight of it, you know.
You have an emotional connection to that?
I do.
Okay, so what do you give it? Because I'm gonna give it the D.
We'll give it the D.
D for decapitation. Ooh, not let's go. That is not cool. Guys, if you like that video, YouTube thinks you're gonna like this one even more. So go check it out. We'll see you next time.